Everybody. Hello. Good afternoon, good evening. it's me again. I'm actually not going I'm taking a break from um gameplay for today. I actually wanted to I guess share my thoughts with like the new leaked expansion pack. I think it's Adventure Awaits. And I just was like, this is interesting because, like, you know, from what we've seen from like the other leaked photos, um, it's stuff that I was like, wanting in the game, or like, the game. So I just thought, why not do something a little bit different? Because usually when I talk about leaked photos or like I kind of either I don't talk about it and I just wait until a confirmation, or I do talk about it and do like a post on like Twitter or now Blue Sky. So I just thought, why not make a video? I can, since I'm having a little bit of mic troubles on my computer, I'm doing a voiceover. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. But as you can see, hopefully, again, if there's no internet troubles, then you can see that I've have some photo like screenshots and downloaded photos of like some of the things that I'm interested in. So I'm excited to share with you all my thoughts verbally instead of just like text. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna first start with the I guess cover art for the pack. As you can see, now I thought this was like a family. They could be a family. I don't know. Oh, until we actually um get into it. I'm actually gonna size this up a bit. Ooh, that's too much. Too much. Okay. And this might be the right size. Anyways, so yeah. But, as we can see, there's a couple of new things, and new activities to the game. And I kind of say this lightly because archery, I don't know which Sims iteration it was in, but it was in one of, either Sims, I think it was Sims 3. I haven't played Sims 3 or 2 really, so I don't know. It was one of those, and I've been wanting archery. Like, I freaking love archery. I mean, I've never done it before, but I've always wanted to. I'm thinking of doing it like later when I can afford it in real life, but in the game, I wanted it as like a hobby. And then you have a doll. From what I've seen, um, people have been saying like, "Oh, imaginary friends are coming back," and I'm like, "Imaginary friends? That's freaking cool. I hope that is the case." And I'm also wondering, because like I said, I haven't played the other Sims games. I'm wondering if it's just the doll itself, like that can be imaginary friends, or if like Sim children can actually I guess like have like an invisible friend, if that makes sense. But yeah, that would look really cool. I also freaking love the sweater. I think it's adorable. I love that we're having another like scarf. Because I love the fact, because I honestly, I've thought about it like ever since we got businesses and hobbies. I've thought about like scarves being in the game, so I'm glad that they're actually doing that continuously. And then as you can see, like you have new fitness stuff, and apparently we're getting camp, like summer camp or like just camps in general. I don't know if it's just summer, but I think that'd be really nice for like children to have, like child sims to have in the game. I don't know about teen sims, but I think the focus really is on like getting more hobbies in for like children, because we really don't have hobbies for them, like even if it's just like a limited amount. um and I've always wanted like more outside hobbies, so it would be really cool for them to have archery, and all that. um but yeah, like, oh, and the geyser, I think this is a geyser, I don't know, but it kind of reminds me of Yellowstone Park, um with like that whole thing. So again, it's gonna look really cool, hopefully, I don't know. And then this is another leak, from, I guess I downloaded this from the Sims community um page, their article on the new, like, leaked images. So the left picture, I can see that we have new outfits and new, like, build by items. And it's looking very, like, obviously the focus is on nature and outside activities and fitness and whatnot, so I'm not surprised that it is, um you know focused on that part. And for me, I mentioned that the I guess, I don't know, really cultural theme, but I was thinking that it could be either Swiss Alps from like the survey that we had some years ago, or what was the other one? Oh, like the like Chinese countryside. From what I see, it kind of looks more towards Swiss Alps, because I don't see any traditional items. And well, I am disappointed because I'm not really, because we've had like so many European um based European and American, like US based worlds, that it's kind of like I don't really care about the worlds anymore. From because it just feels kind of meh to me. So I don't really care about that. I'm more focused on the gameplay. Um, but yeah, I just thought that was interesting, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, what they're gonna showcase when it comes to this, like what interactions. But I want to focus more on the activities we see in the middle and in the right side of the photos. So as you can see, we have a couple of like bipedal machines. I honestly been wanting more active, um, like, items, like, you know what I mean, like machine. Oh my gosh, why am I struggling to speak? Okay, sorry. And I'm sorry for saying sorry. Okay, no. But yeah, I've been wanting more fitness, like, items for Sims to use, instead of like the whole treadmill or pull up bar machines, because like it's constant, like it's so repetitive. I'm like, we need more active um items than those do. So assuming that this is what we're gonna get, I'm really excited for it. And then, oh yeah, I forgot that we have, gosh, what is it called? The rock climbing machines too. So that's going to be interesting to kind of like be able to add to the gym lots, instead of like those existing ones that are, again, very repetitive. And then here, we have one of those dumbbell things, which I'll be switching to the sim who's actually interacting with the dumbbells. So yeah, you see that um, she has like the dumbbells actually in her hands, as opposed to being a decoration, like we saw in, what was it, Love Struck. And I was so excited when I saw the dumbbell. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna be doing dumbbells. And you remember, I don't know if y'all have seen the trailer. I'm sure most of you have, with like the guy in the thought bubble and he had the dumbbells. And I remember me and some other folks were like, "Oh my gosh, we're getting more active fitness things." And I'm like, "Yes," but then that didn't happen. So, it's cool that we're gonna have it with this pack, but of course, I'm gonna always be like, we need, we could have had it in this, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool. Again, something that I've been wanting, among other things. And yeah, and you can see that there's a lady here pouring a smoothie, which I'll be going in the next picture. Sorry for the quality's a little fucked up. Excuse my language. But yeah, she's pouring a smoothie inside of a cup, obviously. So again, if you remember too, with the survey that we had, again many years ago, it feels like, that was like one of the, I guess, like voting, like if you remember, we were um suggested to vote for whichever one we were excited about or interested in. So I think this one, again, I'm glad that they're actually putting stuff in that we wanted, slowly but surely. But it is going to be really cool to see that in the game finally. So now I want to go back to the last picture, and you can see that there's like a number or a couple other of activities for children. I want to get closer to some of the ones that I think are interesting. I mean, the two here, honestly, it's the only other two that kind of, are different from what we had. But you can see here that the little girl and I'm assuming the camp counselor, are kind of playing with fortune tellers, which I'm sure a lot of people already know what that is and have used that before, with their friends and everything. I know I did when I was little, between friends after school or classmates. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know if that was in the previous games, but if it was, I'm glad it's back. So it's gonna be kind of funny to see the different like outcomes when it comes to the fortune teller. And then over here you can see the little boy, um I guess, doing like a bug collection, which I think is nice. I honestly, this is really cute too, because usually we have like the box aquarium. I don't know if aquarium's the right word for to use in regards to bugs, but like I said, this like insect collection or insect um skill or something like that is going to be like awesome to know. I'm also wondering if teens and up can use them too, or if it's just like children. But I think this is nice. Then you can also see the creepy doll here. I don't think. I think this is just another version of the imaginary friend doll item. But I think this is pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of, if you remember the paranormal. It's not a kit. The paranormal stuff pack. There we go. With it was like haunted or something. I might like if and when I get this pack, probably because I want to save money for other games. Um, I want to like interact with like that haunt or that cursed doll from the paranormal stuff pack just to see what happens. Last but not least, you already know I had to say something about the new hairstyles that we have. I really love these locks. Really I really love locks and obviously black or Afrocentric hairstyles. Again, I would love for Sims to get into the more, African side of making game packs or expansion packs because, I want more African culture in the game. I'm more, I'm African American and Native American, so, I don't know much about it, but it would be cool to have those, like, on my African side, to have those roots um, and culture, like, represented in The Sims because we, even though we have, Afrocentric hairstyles in other packs and in the base game, you know, it's more than just hairstyles. And then from my knowledge, we don't really have any um, West African food, and I don't even think we have Jamaican food really, or Caribbean food in general, um, within the game. So, and then of course, we definitely don't have a reggae station. So, it's like, where's that culture? Afro beats too. If we're talking about, um, more of that like cultural aspect. So, hopefully, we can get that. Crossing our fingers. And then, oh my gosh, this Afro updo, like half updo thing is like, oh, so cool. And I don't like the quality of this image. It's really apologies. But I can see some of the details, with like the kind of the curls popping out of it. And this, oh my gosh, I've been wanting more Afro like braid styles for kids. Because look at the beads and everything. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And I can see the baby hairs sticking out. I think I'll go back. I thought there were baby hairs here, but no. This is so adorable. What was the other? Oh yeah, this one. Actually, was that the same one? This might have been the same hair. I can't really tell, but yeah. And the beard is nice too. But I think that's pretty much it. I know some people. I mean, we can see like the whole like watermark here, which very much valid. I do hope that we'll be getting much needed updates because no one wants a broken game. You can't have packs just popping out every so often or very often, and then just not have the updates to maintain our games. Like play with I play on my PC, and I would say I have, comes and goes. Like I'll have, these bugs on one hand, and then then the next I'll have my game working fine. But that's not like everybody's experience, and you know, I'm not a developer. I'm not a content creator when it comes to like CC and mods or any of that. But you know, I think the frustrations that we have within the community is very much valid when it comes to like fixing the issues that we have continuously, especially the big ones. So, I try myself to be patient because I know not only is it like stressful, of course, but I'm sure there's a lot of expense like monetarily that comes with it. So, you know, but I don't necessarily blame the developers that are the one like the team development team that's like trying to fix it. I more so blame EA, the corporation that kind of abuses the use of these developers because if you really go in depth of like what goes on in in these gaming industries, developers are very they're not paid um the wages that they're supposed to, while these big corporations are very much like giving themselves the high, like, millions of dollars to themselves without actually caring about the employees that serve and bring in the revenue. So, um, yeah, it's tough. It is definitely tough, but I am, I'd say I'm excited to see what is going to happen in in this pack. Um, but I think for myself, you know, I'm a broke college student, so might skip this pack, depending on like what happens within the next month or so, or at least a couple months, because I know that they'll probably be like, get this, exclusive or these 3 exclusive items. You don't want to miss this, and I'm like, have the, I don't have the funds to really do that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyways, I'm gonna stop this video, and I appreciate all that have stopped to uh, hear my thoughts on the next expansion pack, and I hope that, if you're excited about this, that you all have a great experience if you decide to buy it. Please like on this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye bye.